Hello everybody and welcome back to the BU podcast. As always, my name is Jess and I'm here with Liv. Oh my god, they do get better every single time. And this is our 10th and final episode. We've made it. We've made it through 10 episodes,
I'm
Liv.
really sad,
I know,
actually.
I'm quite sad
I've
as
loved
well.
this.
It's been good fun. We've said some silly things.
We really have.
Yeah, we've
heard
some
some great stories.
So many good stories. And we're going to hear some more good stories because we've got our lovely final guest. And if you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us what course you're on and what year you're in.
Yes, I am Anna Holm. I am a third year acting student.
Excellent.
And that was all you asked me to say.
That is, congratulations. So this episode is going to be all about what it's like to live in accommodation. So between the three of us, we have it all covered. Because Anna, where did you live in?
I stayed in Fishbourne.
Excellent. And Liv?
I've stayed in on-campus accommodation for 3 years, both self-catered and catered.
Excellent. And I was in Stockbridge about a million years ago because I've been here
Prehistoric
forever.
ages.
Yeah, thank you. I'm old. So I think between all three of us, we've got this accommodation thing completely covered.
We have indeed.
Yeah. So Anna, I'm going to direct most of the questions at you, and we can chip in as we like.
Yes.
What was the process of applying for accommodation like?
Well, I'm a very sort of on the ball person. I knew quite early on that I wanted to come to Chichester, so I was sort of ready. With the day it opened up, I was there.
Yeah.
But I actually originally applied to be on campus.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that, but I'm actually very glad that I didn't because
Fishbourne's nice.
it was like Fishbourne was for me.
Yeah.
So I applying was actually really, really easy. It was really simple. Because all the information you ever need is there.
Yeah.
So it was quite nice sort of looking through and you kind of get to imagine yourself there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really easy to just apply. And then when I found out in August that I was moving to Fishbourne, I was like, this looks good.
Yeah, Fishbourne's really cool. Fishbourne
Yeah.
didn't exist in my first year. That's how old I am.
Double beds.
They have.
Double beds.
It's
Yeah,
really
it
cool.
was a game changer.
Yeah, absolute game changer. And how about you, Liv? How did you find it applying?
I was very nervous about applying.
Yeah.
I guess the kind of process is kind of quite stressful, but it's really easy to do. I remember just going on to the portal of the uni and just picking 6 choices, and luckily I got my first choice, which was
Oh, you got your first
very,
choice.
very fortunate. Yeah.
Nice. I didn't get my first choice. I think I got my second or third because I wanted to be on campus as well, like you, Anna. But yeah, I was really happy with Stockbridge.
It was really
Fishbourne didn't
easy
exist.
to apply, and
Yeah, so
I
easy.
know like quite a few people who weren't happy and they just rang up and were like, "Can I be
Yeah.
on the waiting list
Yeah,
for
it's quite
another
easy to swap.
accommodation?" And
Yeah.
it's literally not a problem
Yeah.
at all.
And like through the Facebook group as well, if somebody's got,
Yes,
you can switch.
Yeah,
really, really
definitely.
easily. Yeah, no, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, no, it was good.
So
It-
how did you find other people from your flat or halls?
Yeah, well, I don't actually know. I just had someone drop me a message because we had a Fishbourne group chat.
Nice.
And everyone was like, this is my flat, but no one was saying my flat for like a good couple of weeks. And I was like, what's
Were you like,
going on?
I'm on my
I was
own?
like, I'm on my own. And then my friend messaged me. I was actually on holiday. I was in Magaluf when I got the message. I was like,
Very cool.
I was like, hey, are you in this flat? And I was like, yeah. And that person is still one of my best friends now.
Oh.
So
I
yeah,
love
it's really nice. And I think I only met her and it was a flat of 6.
Yeah.
So I was like, who are all these other people? But it was really nice knowing someone before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because our
Makes
parents
such a
met on the
difference.
day of
Yeah.
moving in. And then we went to the sort of welcome chat that day together. And it was really nice.
Yeah. Did you do the same, Liv?
Yeah, I did. So I remember that someone posted on the Facebook group chat saying, if anyone's living in Loxwood, please comment. So obviously I was like, yes, I'm in Loxwood.
Oh my God, it's me.
And then I got put into Loxwood 3, which is my specific halls. And I started talking to this girl and I was like, she's really cool. I like her a lot, but way too cool for me. Turns out she's actually one of my closest friends now. And we've been like so supportive of each other throughout the entire time at uni.
Is she as cool as you originally anticipated?
Yeah, super cool. So
Very
cool. And just really down to earth. I feel like everyone here is really down to earth and just really caring and we really look out for each other.
Yeah.
That's definitely it. Did you find like finding people before you started kind of settled the nerves of being like, oh God, I'm going to meet lots of new people?
thing is, I couldn't wait to move, and I
Yeah.
couldn't wait to live in Fishbourne and move in to sort of my space.
Yeah.
But I remember on the day, having packed up the car, oh my gosh, my nerves were like sky high.
Yeah.
I was messaging my friend being like, are you here? Are you here? Are you leaving yet? But we got like one of the earliest booking slots to move
Yeah,
in.
so did I.
Because I was like, I've got to be organised. But I was like, is everything going to fit in this car? It luckily did.
That's good.
But over the 3 years, my stuff has definitely grown and grown and grown.
Oh,
so,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, good luck for me moving out. But, you know.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I've gone the opposite way.
Oh, how?
I just was thinking, I do not need a padlock. I do not need a toolbox. Although the toolbox did,
toolbox?
a pink toolbox. It was cool. It
Not
did
even
save me in
surprised.
first year, actually, because, well, not me, my flatmate who got locked out of her room because the door handle didn't work. Little screwdriver jobby, sorted.
Sorted.
Yeah, to be
you and your
fair.
pink toolbox, done.
Exactly. Decided not to bring that back for second or third year, though.
No, that's fair enough.
You're probably the one that everyone was like, Liv will have a toolbox.
Yeah,
It's fine. We're
absolutely.
sorted.
I had a huge wok as well, which became the talk of the town.
Yeah. I love
Woks
a big
are
wok.
great.
Woks
My mum
are
bought
great.
me one when she first visited me.
I mean, it was huge though. Like we're talking like catered style, like catering style.
Oh my
ones.
god, that's amazing.
It was really cool.
Wow. See, I've accumulated so much more stuff. Like, well, I had to furnish the house that I'm currently living in, so
yeah.
like all of that, like a fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the essentials.
Let's not talk about that.
No, not at the moment. It's because I'm old. That's why I own armchairs.
Adulting.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. No, it's all a lie. So, both of you, really, did you want to live on or off campus?
I originally wanted to be on because my course, especially in first year, the hours are crazy.
Yeah.
Most days I'd be in 9 a.m. and then staying till about 8 p.m. every day. That was first year. So I wanted to be on campus. And then when I saw that I wasn't, I was a bit worried about it. But then actually, even though Fishbourne isn't the closest to the campus, the free buses saved me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
The free buses are
if I
good.
didn't want to walk on a Monday morning at like 8 a.m, I'd be like, no, thanks. So I'd just get the bus.
Yeah,
And
easy peasy.
if I'm honest, I met loads of people on that bus.
That's good.
Yeah.
The buses were back from Wishy, so it was packed, and it would go to Fishbourne first and then Stockbridge. And yeah, so the buses were a great help.
Yeah, the buses are good.
If it was raining and I didn't want to walk.
Yeah. See, I never got the bus because in my first year, the bus wasn't free.
I see.
So yeah, I know I'm just really showing my age as if I haven't done that already. So yeah, I used to just suck it up and walk. But I
Yeah.
always found that there was always people walking to uni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh, I'm going to be walking on my own. Nah, you're not going to be walking on your own. There's always people going and
There's always
leaving
people
Stockbridge.
about.
Yeah, like even if they're not on your course and not going to your lecture, you'll be like, you're walking up to uni? Yeah, of course I am. Like, let's go as a group. Like,
Yeah. No,
it's
definitely.
there's no stress at
Yeah.
all.
Safety in numbers, kids.
Yeah, well done.
Just thought I'd throw that one in.
Yeah,
there.
no, yeah, really
Good
good.
message.
Yeah.
I'm such a mum.
With your walk, of course you are.
Yeah, absolutely. Feeding
Yeah.
the 5,000.
Yeah.
And the toolbox. We can't forget the toolbox.
Oh, yeah,
No.
absolutely.
You've got it all covered.
I do.
Yeah. And I've got armchairs. Thank you.
They'll come in
Fantastic.
handy. They'll come in
Yeah,
handy.
they're really comfortable, but they have the ugliest fabric ever.
Oh, that.
Yeah. They've got character and
Character being a nice way to describe how
yeah.
tragic they are.
Oh my god, they're so tragic. And one of them has wheels and the other doesn't, so they're like off kilter from each other.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd just
that would
slip
be good.
away, like if I was sat on it and it had wheels on it.
It's on carpet.
Okay.
So-
Okay, that
If
makes
you're going
sense.
anywhere, it'll take you ages. But they're really funny. I like them a lot. Anyway, back to what we're actually talking about. This isn't an episode about the armchairs in my living room.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Next
I
time.
know, I'm
Next
really
time.
sorry.
That would be a good podcast episode.
Yeah. We can do it. I can bring them in. I can wheel one and carry the other. Done. Sorted.
Fantastic.
That's it. Season 2. That's how we're going to do it. So, what are the benefits of living on campus and off campus? Liv, do you want to start?
On campus, I think the community element is definitely there. Also, if you have an early lecture, you haven't got as far to travel,
You can roll out of bed and keep on rolling.
literally.
Yeah.
Also, if you have any issues, the security are right there, the accommodation office is right there. If you have a sudden meeting, you're like, okay, 5 minutes, I can see you. Like the amount of times Mickey from the marketing department has said, can I speak to you in like 10 minutes? And I'll be like, yeah, cool, no problem.
So chill, I live here, it's fine.
Literally.
Yeah.
So it's just really easy in that sense.
That's really good. So Anna, what are the benefits of living off campus?
I think you get a separate uni and home life.
Yeah.
Whereas if I had a really long day of rehearsals or something that was really stressful, I could walk away from campus and be like, let's leave that there.
I found
and
that
then
as well.
have that. And I found that really, really good.
Yeah, me too.
But listening to Liv say that, I'm like, oh, I wish I could just have a 5-minute walk home from like Wishy and things like that.
It's so funny because I'm now thinking, yeah, I wish I did that as well. Like,
Yeah.
just had that separation.
I feel like that always
Yeah.
happens. Like,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the walks to and from uni because it was quite nice to like have that time in the morning and
You
in the
do have to
afternoon.
make an effort to go into town when you're living
Yeah.
on campus because there's literally everything around you.
Yeah.
So I guess it just encourages you to kind of explore Chichester, particularly in the early weeks as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really important to know where you're living in terms of your accommodation, but also the wider Chichester city as
definitely.
well.
Because it's not just the uni.
It's not
like,
just
we
the
have the
uni.
whole town and it's really
Exactly.
exciting. Yeah, it's very pretty.
But I remember like because I actually ended up bringing my car with me in my second semester of first year, just because it was easier to get home and things like that.
Yeah.
And I made the decision to drive to West Wittering, and
Oh, it's beautiful.
it was incredible. So yeah, it was just that's I think for me was the perk of just having the separate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It is
Uni
quite
and
nice to
home
separate
life,
it,
yeah.
but I
It's
definitely
just-
see the benefits of being here all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
It's just whatever fits you and your
Yeah.
lifestyle best.
It's personal.
I know one of my friends chose to live in off-campus accommodation because she travelled so much to college anyway that like travelling
She was
40
fine with
minutes is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But like for me, I just felt more safe on campus
Yeah,
and more
definitely.
comfortable. It's just personal preference. There's
It
pros
is,
and
for
cons
sure.
to
Yeah,
both.
Definitely.
There's no one is better than the other.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like we should mention Bognor because all of us have
Yeah.
lived in
Oh, yeah.
Chichester. But
Bognor's campus is quite similar in terms of like the
the way it looks
accommodation.
and what it's got, and all the halls are catered, so there's
Yeah,
no self-catering in
exactly.
Bognor. But there are halls on the Bognor campus. We're not
There
forgetting
are.
the Bognor campus. Big up
It's
BRC.
still important.
It is, yeah.
We still love you, Bognor.
Yeah. So Anna, you've kind of already mentioned the buses, but did you use it quite regularly?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did, especially in the winter months when
Oh my goodness,
it
yeah.
would get dark and
Yeah.
I just didn't feel safe walking home. So if I was on my own, especially,
Yeah,
I'd be on
just
that
hop
bus.
on the bus.
And
They're
it's
quite regular
it's
as well.
it's good because you get to know the bus drivers as well.
You do get to
and
know
they'll
the
be
bus
like,
drivers.
"Hi again."
They'll be like, oh, it's you.
And yeah, and I thought it's really great to have them available
Yeah.
to you because it doesn't mean I don't want to go out that late or whatever because
Yeah.
I have to walk back on my own. That's never an issue. So
That's
yeah.
really good. So the next big one is catered versus self-catered. So I know. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. So I was self-catered. Anna, you were self-catered. And Liv, you've been both.
I've been both.
Yeah. Should we start off with catered?
Yes.
How was it
let's
like?
go.
What was it? How did it work?
So
tell us
we
everything.
had £8.15 a day, Monday to Friday, and then on the weekends we had £4 for the Costa. So there in first year there was more variety of food than in second year, admittedly.
Where do you get your food from? First
The
off?
canteen.
Lovely. Good. Just
Yeah.
to clarify. Carry on.
Not off the street.
Yeah. It's like, oh God.
Please.
No. Feed me. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I think in first year for me it was like a huge relief having food on the table, because it's so overwhelming coming to
Yeah.
uni, like trying to settle in, trying to like figure out which friendship group you fit in, trying to start lectures, just living in a new city away from home. Like it's a big change.
Yeah.
And just having like somewhere I could go to with my flatmates and just be like, okay, we're going to sit and have dinner together at like 6:30 or something.
Yeah.
So that it's the communal aspect and it's also just taking away the pressure of the washing up and cooking and all of that.
I hate
So-
washing up.
Wish. It's the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be able to just pop in at lunch times as well and get a wrap or something. The
Yeah.
wraps are elite. They're very
The wraps
good.
are really, they're my favourite things.
I don't understand. You just can't remake them.
No, I've
No.
never been able to do it
No,
at home.
it's the cheese for me.
It is
like,
the cheese. It's everything.
it's
is
so
those
good.
wraps.
Good.
Right, we can't just talk about wraps. We have to move past
Get a
it.
wrap.
Yeah, oh, the wraps are so good. You won't regret it. So, Anna, you were self-catered. How did you
Yes.
find that?
I loved it. I wouldn't do it any differently just because I'm a big cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love cooking. My friends used to take the mick out of me, being like, and do like the MasterChef voice and be like, "Oh, what's Anna got today?" It's quite funny, but also because I love the idea of not washing up. But I think I'm quite a social person, so it would mean that I could eat when I could eat, when I wanted to eat,
Yeah.
especially. But at some points, I did. It meant that I did end up spending a lot of money when I was at uni. And I forgot my lunch or something like
Yeah.
that, and then I'd have to buy.
Yeah,
but
that's
at the same
definitely-
time, obviously right next to Fishbourne is the massive Tesco.
Yeah, you're right close
So,
to Tesco.
just to walk 2 minutes with those shopping bags is great.
I'm so jealous of that.
Yeah. So, I just love cooking. So for me, it was good.
I enjoy
But-
cooking in third year so
Yeah.
much.
Because are you self-catered now?
Yeah, I enjoy
Excellent.
it so much.
Yeah.
Like the variety is much more, and we've had like nights together, me and my flat, where we've
Yeah.
cooked, and it's nicer to have more control over what you're eating.
Yeah.
That's nicer. But definitely, I think for first year, I wouldn't have had it any other way
Yeah.
because it just took the pressure off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
completely see that
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah. So, Anna, do you have any like go-to meals
Oh,
that you have all the time?
oh.
Oh, we're just going to start talking about food. This is dangerous. I can feel
Things
it.
that it change every year. I just think of like very different meals.
Ooh.
I don't know. I like going to the reduced section of the supermarket and seeing what like expensive meats are on offer or something like that.
nice.
But like
Like what you
I
can
as
throw
soon as
together.
salmon is reduced, I'm on it. So
Hello,
I
hello
love
to the
salmon. so
I
much.
sound really like
Bougie.
yeah when I say this, but like one of my favourite meals ever is this salmon watercress. Oh God, I can't even say it.
Just say it
and,
really
like,
fast and get it out.
Salmon watercress and then like mini potatoes, and it's just like it's just gorgeous,
That
and
is
it's like really
so
filling and really
classy.
easy, and it's like if it's on reduced, it's so cheap.
That
so
is
yeah,
not
Can
how
I
I
come to yours and have dinner, please?
of course.
Oh my God.
Thanks.
I love a Thai green curry.
Oh,
That's
yes.
my favourite.
Yes,
Thai
yes,
green
yes.
curry is elite.
Yeah, it's so good. But if it's
Apparently,
too
I
spicy,
make
it
a
upsets
very
me.
good spag bowl.
Spag bowl is an essential. I feel like that's such
Yeah,
a
I
like
think
classic
every-
student
Apparently, I've
dinner.
mastered it
Student
according
Yeah.
to my flatmates. They're
It's
like,
sometimes it's rubbish. I had one of my uni friends was once cooking a spag bowl for herself, and she won't mind that I'm telling this story. Sorry, Joy, I'm going to tell this story. But she is a self-professed terrible cook. She
Yeah.
can't cook. She still can't cook now. Thankfully, her boyfriend can cook, and he is a good cook.
Good.
But she was alone in her student house cooking a spaghetti bolognese, and she was like talking to me, and she was like, I don't know what to put. I don't know what to put in it. And I was like, okay, well, have you got any like chopped tomatoes or anything like that? And she was like, will ketchup do?
not the same thing.
No, Joy, ketchup will not do. And she put ketchup in it, and I can't remember how it turned out, but I can imagine the outlook was bleak.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, but that is
The master
like,
chef over there is going, oh dear.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
like, well,
dear.
it's no salmon and watercress, is it?
I cannot believe I said that. I really regret my choice now. Why didn't I just
It
think like
sounds
fish and chips?
Good, though.
It's
sounds-
really good.
It's in comparison to ketchup bolognese, it's much better.
But like, imagine like walking into your kitchen and like Freshers Week and just seeing the girl making salmon water. Like, she's a loser. Oh God,
I'd be
no.
like, wow,
Wait,
she's got her life
Rose.
together.
No, I wish.
So, Anna, your overall experience living in Fishbourne Halls, what was it like?
Amazing. I'm getting a lot of sort of memories on Snapchat at the moment from
Oh, yes.
our nights, and it was really nice. I loved it. Because I think because it was so modern, it didn't feel like halls. That was
No.
that was a big thing.
It doesn't
as well.
look like traditional halls.
It
At
doesn't.
all.
I remember all my friends being like, "What? That's your student halls?" I loved it. And it was just the things of like the common room we were really lucky with.
Yeah.
Did you use the common room?
Yeah, well,
That's
I
good.
didn't. I didn't really go in there. We went in on the first night of Freshers where everyone from Fishbourne came down. And we were all like, who are these people in the building? And then my flatmate and my friend who was in another flat said, should we go watch I'm a Celeb downstairs? And we were like, yeah, let's do it. And then we went down and then there were like 3 sports boys and they were like, do you want to watch it together? And we were like, okay. And then we made friends through that, and that was quite nice. And yeah, I liked it because I had sort of friends in different flats all over the place. So you meet a lot of people. Yeah. And when you're going out, or even in Freshers Week, when we had the safety bus, we'd all go on that together. Yeah. And it was really nice. So I really loved it. I think it was a bit of a shock at some points because as I said, I'm a very social person. I crave someone sort of being there, hanging out with someone. Yeah. That's a lot to me. And I'm very used to that back home. And then when I came and I noticed that not everyone is like that, it was quite tough at times, especially when like a friend would go off to netball and another friend would go off to the Bognor campus, and then I'd be there like, I want to spend time with people. Yeah, so I think that took a while to get used to. After Freshers had died down, I felt a bit, oh no, what am I doing? And then I kind of realised, oh, actually, I should probably get on with my degree in that time that I am free.
What?
So I know, right?
That little thing.
So a balance came about, and I remember moving out of Fishbourne and feeling so sad because I loved it. It was great, but
moving out of halls was weird.
Oh yeah,
like, I can't believe I've just spent like a year of my life here, and now I have to take it all away. And why did I bring so much stuff with me?
Yeah, I was on top floor, so I really regretted that.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, there's no lift at Fishbourne.
Oh man. And Liv, same question to you. What was your overall experience living on campus?
I really enjoyed it. I mean,
you're still doing it.
I'm still doing it 3 years later. I think I feel like I'm making the most of my uni experience by living on campus because everything's so nearby and easily accessible. I just enjoy the community aspects. Like, this is why I came to Chichester, because immediately I felt at home. And I just loved campus so much itself that I just wanted to be in it and like consume everything that campus has to offer. And it's just, for me, going into housing, I wasn't ready for that step. I mean, you have to worry about your own bills and sorting your own Wi-Fi and your own TV, and it's kind of a lot to deal with, especially if you're like the head tenant and kind of has to deal with everyone's money coming into you. And I just wanted to be responsible for myself and my own money and my own problems. And I didn't have any like random like £400 appearing, because all of the accommodation fee is like exactly the same. Like, it doesn't change, or you don't get a random like bill at like in February or something.
Yeah, that's how I live my life.
Literally.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I'd say I felt the same living in Stockbridge, similar to you, Anna, because like there was the common room downstairs, and I was in A block, which had the common room in it, and it also had the laundry facility in it. So when I wanted to go wash my clothes, I didn't have to go outside, and if it was raining, I didn't have to get wet clothes to then make them more wet. And it was pretty good. But I found like in the first week or so, like with my flatmates, we'd go and do our laundry together, which sounds really sad.
No.
But then we'd hang out in the laundry room.
We would.
And we
used to watch like Drag Race and stuff in there. It was great.
Yeah. I feel like as a student, you do things that you would have never even thought about doing.
Like watch my washing.
Yeah, exactly.
I went to Tesco in my dressing gown and my sliders.
Oh, that's excellent.
That is quite fantastic.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
That was iconic, I think.
Yeah. Because Stockbridge is right next door to like McDonald's and KFC and Nando's.
This is why I'm glad I was in Fishbourne.
Oh my god, I got so fat in first year. I'm not even ashamed of it. I just loved it so much.
I love Chichester Gate so much.
Oh, it's so good. Like, that was such a benefit of being in Stockbridge. Was I could smell Nando's from my room.
Don't. Nando's is my favourite restaurant in the entire world.
Awful. But I mean, we're getting a Five Guys now, so I feel like at least I don't live there now.
But why does it come as I'm leaving?
I know, it's sad, isn't it?
Helpful.
Like, they're going to take all my money, and I'm not sad about it. I think it's going to be good. Yeah. So, social life, living in halls. Did you make friends? Obviously, hopefully, you made friends with who you were living with. But and other people in your halls as well. Anna, do you want to go first?
Yeah. Well, I as I said, made one friend before. And then on my first day, I sort of made another girl that's my best friend now as well, who did actually leave halfway through, but would come and visit all the time.
Oh, that's good.
So we're still so close now. But I think one thing to remember is that you may be completely tight and close with your whole flat, but sometimes you're not, and that's fine.
Yeah.
No, they're not all the same.
Yeah, like I think I had someone who wanted to keep themselves, and that was completely fine.
Yeah.
And it was quite strange. Again, like I said, I kind of was expecting everyone to always be there and things, but I had course mates that were in different flats.
Yeah.
And then I would go to their flat and then meet their flatmates and then make friends, and
it's always the way.
And and you'd end up. There was like a girl that I saw walking home every day at the same time as me, and then one day she was like, "Do you want to walk home together?" Because we walk home literally the same way every day at the same time. And I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
That's really cute.
So you do make friends,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I think I was terrified that I wouldn't, but you do. And you also become friends with people that you would not expect to be friends with.
Definitely.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really liked it because of that.
Yeah, and I used to, I made friends with people who lived on campus as well.
Yes.
So if I didn't want to go home, like if I only had stuff in the morning, and like I had a big gap or like something between lectures or rehearsals or whatever, I would go to their room. And I also made friends with catered students. So if they had any money left on their card, I'd be like, "Can you buy me something?" That is solid advice that I'd give you. Make
I think
friends
that
with catered people.
that's like the advantage of being friends with them, but then the advantage of the other way around is that my friends used to live on the bottom floor, and they'd be like, "Can you wake me up for class?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I'd turn up 10 minutes to 9 and then knock on their window, wake up. I was an alarm clock. So,
Oh my God. That's such a big responsibility. But yeah, I think
didn't do it
making friends
once.
with people on campus is the one. Go there between lectures.
Yeah.
It was
We are
good.
great.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And what about you, Liv, being on campus and the whole social side of things?
I loved it. As I've said in another podcast episode, one of the people that I met in first year, I'm still living with now and have lived with in first, second and third year. And the people that I met in first year, I'm still friends with now. I think what helped me living in halls all 3 years is that obviously going into second and third year, I know my way around, and a lot of other first years kind of found solace in me and was like, what do I do? And it was kind of nice being that mum figure. But it was also nice to make friends with people of other years, because I think sometimes I can feel so like consumed by third year and by my dissertation that it's sometimes nice just to be like being around the free spiritness of a first year that's just kind of like, we're vibing, you know. Like it's nice to have that kind of different little communities to join.
There's no divide between the years, is there?
No,
Who
not like it
cares?
is in school.
Oh, definitely not.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
it's like, you're in first year. No, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, we all kind of mix together.
Yeah.
Which is really, really nice.
It is.
Yeah. So, the big question, what do you recommend packing?
Oh, I think anything that, this sounds cheesy, but
I'll say it.
anything that makes you feel like home.
Yeah.
Like, but not in the way of like reminding you of home, because obviously you've moved away.
Yes.
You are sort of in your own space, but something that makes you feel at home.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
home comforts kind of things.
Yeah. I'm the basic girl with all the fairy lights. So
I love it.
I had fairy
Me
lights,
too.
Yeah, me too.
pictures covering the pinboards.
Yep. I
Yeah.
brought so many pictures with me.
Oh, yeah.
And like soft toys.
Yeah.
And like cool bedding. I had really cool bedding in my first year that had raccoons on it.
Oh.
And yeah, I know it sounds really weird, but they were like cute little cartoon raccoons, and they were such a big talking point for people coming in my room. They'd be like, "What is that on your bedding?" I was like,
Conversation
"Raccoons."
starter.
Of course it is.
It's really cool. Yeah, I think I still have the bedding as well because I don't have the heart to get rid of my cool
Yeah.
raccoon bedding.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. But yeah, I'd say like you're right.
Yeah.
Bringing home like stuff that's going to make you feel comfortable,
Yeah.
because you can do what you like really with the room within reason.
Yeah, I think one thing I'd say is don't buy your bedding too early, because everyone, well, like 50% of Fishbourne bought their bedding before realising they were at Fishbourne. So they had to buy new bedding when they
Yes.
found out they had a different bed size.
Yes,
So I'd
Yeah.
recommend don't buy your bedding yet.
that is
a good.
excellent advice.
That is excellent
And
advice.
is there anything that you wish you'd brought with you but you didn't?
Oh,
I have something for this.
I have something as well.
You go first.
You go first, Liv. I have something too.
I stupidly didn't bring a dressing gown in
Oh my
first
god,
year.
I was going to say dressing gown as well. I had two.
It was when the fire alarms went off and I went, oh, I haven't got a dressing gown.
I went down in my duvet. Just the whole thing.
I mean, it's just great. It's versatile. In the evenings when you're a bit cold, you can just wrap yourself up in it.
Yeah.
And during the day sometimes, you know, halls sometimes isn't the most heated place.
Not all the time.
And it's just great to like whack on your dressing gown, feel a bit cozy.
Yeah.
Also, big mugs and bowls.
Oh,
When you want a cup of tea, you want a big cup of tea. When you want a big bowl of Cocoa Pops, you want a big bowl of Cocoa Pops.
It's a go big or go home situation.
Don't get average size.
No,
You'll
no,
just
no.
be
Yeah.
disappointed.
That's foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you on that one. Have you thought of anything, Anna?
yes.
Go for it.
Well, I ended up buying it,
Yeah, I'll cry.
but
yeah.
because I needed it. And it sounds silly, but sliders.
Yeah.
Because I was constantly going to my friends' flats and things.
Yeah.
And I would probably go barefoot if they were on my floor before I just run down the corridor.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times I'd just chuck on my sliders. If you look at my pictures in first year, I'm always in these sliders. It's just a problem. It really is. And I'm a socks and sliders girl. I'm really sorry, but I am. So, so yeah, I'd say a pair of shoes, not necessarily sliders. Other shoes are
Crocs.
available.
Crocs.
Oh, maybe not.
I wore Crocs. Yeah, I got bullied for it, but
I have garden Crocs.
incredible. That is incredible.
I feel like I
Easy
would be
slip
the
on.
bully in this situation.
Even
Yeah.
just any pair of shoes that you can easily slip on is so
Comfy
good.
stuff,
And also,
slippers.
sometimes kitchen floors aren't the cleanest,
No.
and you don't know what you're going to stand on.
No.
So maybe just grab some shoes. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
When you're
I think
going to the
that's
kitchen.
wise. Yeah. And on the complete flip side of it, is there anything that you brought with you that was like completely pointless, or you had too much of, like kitchen supplies and things like that?
Sorry, I'm just thinking back to my toolbox.
I wouldn't say that's completely pointless.
I
It
kind
had
of want
its uses.
this toolbox.
I'm quite jealous of it. I
I-
brought too many plates with me, personally.
Yeah.
But I didn't bring enough tea towels because tea towels get murdered in first year.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they do.
also, something I didn't think about at all that I should have brought with me. I'm just answering a question from the past now that I asked. It's a drying rack for the kitchen.
Oh.
Yes.
My kitchen didn't come with one.
Yes.
And because I was in a flat of 7, we
Oh
had
my
2
gosh.
sinks. And so I bought 2 drying racks for the
Incredible.
plates and stuff because I got there and I was like, wow, never thought of this.
I
Because
seriously don't know if I had one. I'm looking back and I'm like, I can't remember the kid. I can't remember the sink.
oh god,
On campus doesn't have one. That's a really good shout, actually.
Yeah,
Because
it's something
otherwise
I
it gets
thought about.
piled up and you're like, this could fall over at any time.
Yeah.
yeah,
We're in a lethal situation
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
That's
Ride
a
or
really
die.
good shout.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I brought too many plates with me. I didn't need like a full family dinner set. What was I doing with that? What was I thinking?
See, I love it. I love having them because I'm like, oh, I don't have to wash that up because I've got another plate.
but then that's you don't wash it up. But I suppose more plates to put salmon on.
Yeah.
So.
I really regret saying
Watercress.
You can have salmon on one plate, watercress on another.
So bougie.
Oh no, I'm gonna have my mates watch this and they'll
Yeah.
be like, oh, what have you done?
You're gonna regret saying that.
You really are.
Oh,
Such
I'm
a
really
problem.
annoyed. But I think I just turned 18 just before coming to uni.
Oh,
Well,
you
in
baby.
end of July, before September, and
Making me feel even
obviously,
older.
obviously July is before September, but
It
you
is.
Know, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm with you.
And I think loads of people thought, oh, uni student going to uni, I'm going to buy her a student cookbook.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And I had about 8 student cookbooks. I've not done a single thing from it. I really
don't
haven't.
find them useful at all.
So I've got loads going if anyone wants one.
I cook like my same 3 things every week. And it's fine.
Exactly. So yeah, I think I just bought loads of cookbooks and I was like, yeah, I'm going to be so great and use all of this. No.
No.
I
at all.
bought so many notepads with me, and I didn't realise how much of my course was going to be online.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just going to
Yeah,
type.
no,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I brought about 10 with me.
Yeah, I did as
Why
well, I
did I
think.
need that many?
No.
We literally have an on-campus shop that sells them.
Yeah.
We have a WH Smith in town which sells them.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, like, obviously bring the things that make you feel at home
Mm-hmm.
and the things that you obviously need, like your laptop and things. But just remember, you're in a city. You can buy anything that
Yeah.
you need.
Yeah.
I feel like people forget that. And they're
Yeah.
like, well, I'm going to university, I'm going to need to bring everything with
Yeah.
me. And
Yeah.
obviously, I'm never going to be able to buy anything while I'm there. It's like,
I saw someone turn up with a food shop,
wow.
and I went, "We're next to a Tesco.
Yeah.
Just do it when you get
It's like,
here."
yeah, I went and did it when I got there.
Yeah.
That was really exciting.
That was really fun because
Yeah.
my parents paid.
Yeah, my mum paid for it. Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah, yeah. I still love it now when my mum pays for my shop. I'm like, I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's great.
You can always like just add a few more things in that you probably wouldn't before.
Yeah.
You
Oh
can be
yeah,
like,
I use this every week.
Yeah. No, please buy it for me, thank you. So we have some questions from social media.
Oh,
I
okay.
know. This is very exciting. We actually have quite a few questions from social because I think
Okay,
accommodation is a big topic.
Yeah.
It is.
So, hilariously, where did you do your food shop from when in halls?
Tesco.
What about you, Liv?
A range of places.
Yeah.
If it was like just to grab some milk, the co-op's just down the road, which
Yeah.
is really good. But I didn't do my full food shop there because
Oh my god, it's so expensive.
it's so expensive. I think for freezer food, Iceland is great.
That's good,
I've
Iceland.
done a few trips to the Tesco by Stockbridge. There's also a great Lidl
And Aldi.
and
Aldi.
and Aldi.
I am a Sainsbury's girl through
And
through.
Sainsbury's as well is great.
Yeah.
There's so many choices.
Yeah.
Also, little tip, if you're walking, make sure you bring a rucksack with you.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or a trolley, which my friend has.
I
which
used to have a shopping
which-
trolley in
Which
second and third year.
helps so much because,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, you do not realise how heavy your bags are going to be when you're walking for like 20
Especially if you're
minutes.
buying like tins
Yeah, exactly.
and like bottles of drink or
And
anything,
milk and
heavy
things like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I always bring a rucksack with me and 2 bags that I like camp it on my
Yes.
shoulder. But like, because I'm shopping for one, I don't, in reality, don't buy that much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and because I buy the same things every week.
Yeah.
Consistency is key. kids.
Definitely.
So, next question is, are you able to have people stay over pre-coronavirus?
Yes.
At the moment,
Pre-corona.
no. But previously, yes.
Yeah, you can. Like I had 2 of my friends visit from home
Nice.
on separate weekends because again, Fishbourne, there was a double bed, so it was quite handy.
That's so handy.
Yes.
So
Having
jealous.
being like you can stay here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I know that there are rules on how long they can stay.
I think it's 2 nights, 2 or 3 nights.
It's
Okay.
2
from what I
nights.
remember. Yeah.
But
Again, you weren't allowed to do that in my first year, so I
really?
I didn't sneak my friend in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't give her my university hoodie, and she didn't walk in.
As if the hoodie like identifies that you were a student.
It said University of Chichester on it. She walked in with a purpose, and we got away with it.
Nice.
Incredible.
Fine,
I've
but
got
none of that
stories.
happened.
I could bring that in, but I
Yeah.
won't say.
No.
It is really nice to have a friend come and
Oh,
stay
it's so
though,
lovely.
in the
It's so
early
nice
stages.
showing them things as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it's nice showing them things, and it's also nice them already knowing you rather than you having to like explain everything
Yeah.
or like them just. It's just like a nice reminder of like where you've come from
Yeah.
in your home, and it's just a bit of a safety net.
Yeah, I
but
really
we had a
liked it.
communal blow up bed.
That
which
is
was
great.
great.
That's a
One
good
of us
idea.
just bought a blow up bed, and
That's
it became
good, to be
the
fair.
communal one. So whenever any of us had
Yeah.
someone to stay, we had bedding as well. So it was just literally easy.
Wow.
That is a good
Like
idea.
we were on it. We
Yeah.
knew
I
was
what we were
gonna
doing.
say.
See, that is something to bring or to buy when you get here as a flat.
Also, blowing up a bed is quite funny when there's like
With like a foot pump, or
yeah.
were you
Hair
like
dryer.
actually
a bit of
blowing it?
both.
Do a hair dryer.
Hairdryer.
I learnt that with a paddling
Incredible.
pool in summer in lockdown.
That's a
to use
great
a hair
tip.
dryer. Works.
Genius. Anyway, we've gone off topic.
Sorry.
As
We
it
have.
happens. Next question. Am I able to bring my car?
Yes.
Yes. I
Kind
think
of.
no matter where you are, you can bring your car.
Yeah.
But
You can't park it on campus.
I was you can't park it on campus. I was very lucky with Fishbourne because there is a road
Yes.
nearby because it's out of central town,
Yeah.
Fishbourne. So for me, I could, and I know a lot of us did drive, but I know my friends in Stockbridge that had cars, they were moving it every 6 hours and it,
You can bring it. It's
You
just a bit
can.
of a faff because you're
It is
not
Be
allowed
prepared.
to park on campus.
Be
But there is
prepared.
like street parking around Chichester.
Also, there is, if you're on campus, there's Havenstoke, which is one of the other halls, which has car parking right by it, and you can pay for a yearly permit, I believe, to park there. That's what my friend did. But personally, I don't think it's worth it. But it depends, obviously, if you're going home quite a lot or if you're
up to
someone that's like quite into travelling and going
Yeah.
places and things. It's probably worth having. But for me, I coped.
Yeah, I'd say it's easier second and third year bringing a car because your chances are you're probably going to be in student
Definitely.
housing.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You might
I
have a
just-
drive,
Yeah.
or you might find like local street parking.
Yeah.
That's, like,
Definitely.
easier.
I just loved having my car in first year though, because I worked at the SU.
Oh,
well, I
yes.
still do. But so my summer ball, well, I say I worked it because of
Oh,
Corona. I've not
man.
been to one.
No.
But I finished at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, that's
So
horrible.
I'm not walking home at that time. So
Yeah.
it was really handy having my car,
Yeah,
and
that's
then we
nice.
could all share.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
do drop people home.
That's good.
But yeah, I think you just need to look at it. Will you use it? Is it going to be a
it might
necessity?
be more of a hindrance
Yes.
than anything
It's
else.
personal preference.
Oh, yeah. As it always
So
is.
yeah, insurance and
Yeah.
stuff. You're not living at home.
No, it might hoik
It's
it up.
all that jazz. So yeah.
So next question is, can students from both campuses end up in the same accommodation?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, personal preference, what you put down on your choices when you move. But some students study in Bognor, but for example, want to live in Fishbourne, and the free bus goes down there.
Yeah.
So yes is the answer to that question.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I know someone who has lectures on both campuses,
Yeah.
but chose Chichester campus because
The buses are so
they
easy.
preferred it.
Yeah.
And I think it's really easy. Like the buses are so
Super easy.
simple
Yeah.
They're great.
to use.
I was
so-
really nervous actually. My first time going to Bognor, it was to meet Harry and Meghan. You know, just throw that in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
clang.
But it was to go in with the tech park opening, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to go to Bognor. I don't know how to get there.
Yeah.
But I just sit on the bus, and you're there in 15 minutes. It's really easy. So.
They
is
opened the
really
tech
easy.
park on my birthday.
Did they?
Yeah, and I
That's
wasn't
incredible.
I wasn't allowed to go to it.
That's so sad.
Yeah, I know, it really overshadowed my birthday, which I think should be a national holiday. But
Yeah.
But yeah. Instead, I went to go see School of Rock the musical. So
Well,
that
that's
was
still
pretty
cool.
good. Yeah. Anyway, there's another tangent for you. But you know, I'm not bitter. So, where and how do you do your laundry in halls? Because it's different for both of them. So, Liv, do you want to explain how it works on campus first?
Yeah, so we have a laundrette on campus or a laundry room, whatever you want to call it. And you literally take two like pound coins. So there's £2 to wash and £1 to dry. And the cycles are like 40 minutes.
Yeah, they vary, I swear. They tell
Yeah.
you it's 40 minutes, but it's more than that.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah,
it
it's
will
a
be an
lie.
hour.
It did say 31 minutes, and I was like, no, it's nearer to 40.
Yeah.
And then the dryer is 47 minutes or something like that. And it's really easy. It's
is
literally
so
just
easy.
outside my accommodation. So
Oh, that's jammy.
it is
Yeah, that's so
incredible.
good. And what was it like in Fishbourne?
Yeah, so just bottom floor. It's in A blocks. There are actually 2 blocks, Fishbourne. So yeah, A block. And I think it was the same price. It's the same washing machines, I believe. So yeah, it was super easy. But I just realised that it wasn't worth it for me to pay for laundry every week. It was expensive.
So expensive.
So yeah, I decided to use my clothes horse that I did bring. And
Yes.
it saves a lot of money.
Good
so.
idea.
It does, definitely. Also, whack the radiator up, leave the room.
Down
Wow.
dries really fast.
Yeah, because you might die of heat exhaustion if you stay in.
Yeah. So, this is a really difficult question. What is the best uni accommodation? I feel like there's not one.
I
There
feel like
isn't one.
If you are on a bus coming back from Wishy, you'll hear Stocky Bee and you'll hear Fishy Bee. You'll be rivals. So there's
There's just a
not
lot of
one.
people in Stockbridge. It fits like 400 people.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
insane.
lot.
It's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah, I feel-
personal
it's
preference.
so personal. Yeah.
It literally is. It's about
Yeah.
what you want, and I just think that each of the accommodation has its pros and cons.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's no one that's the best. Like I know when we got Fishbourne, everybody was like, oh, just because it looks visually it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
But for some people, they might be like, yeah, it looks really pretty, but I'd rather be on campus, or I'd rather be in
exactly.
Bognor, or I'd rather be in Stockbridge.
In Stockbridge?
Yeah, breeze past it.
Can I just say the Fishbourne fridges are gorgeous.
Are they?
Oh my lord! I'll just be like, I will never be able to afford this fridge, so I'm gonna make the most of it this year.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I could remember the fridges in Stockbridge.
It was just
It
great
was-
lighting. 'Cause
Oh.
it was the two-way door.
Oh, incredible.
Oh my
Love
goodness.
it.
I know we had 2 fridges, but that's because there was 7 of us. I was in a flat of 7 girls. Yeah.
A
Yeah,
lot
it
of
is.
hair in the shower drain.
Oh, it was en suite.
Oh,
So
okay,
it was
you're all
just,
right
then.
just my own hair in the shower. That's fine. I can deal with that. That's fine. So, last question from social media is, what's the best way to get over a disagreement with people you're living with? Because you can go down the passive-aggressive route, which is what a lot of people do. Or you can just confront it, which a lot of people don't do.
Yeah. I did actually have a big argument with a flatmate. And it was really awkward because Fishbourne, it's very echoey, the corridor, so everyone heard.
You had an argument in the corridor.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but she is now one of my best friends.
Okay, that's
It didn't ruin anything.
Hey.
It was just the triggering of like, again, you are different people.
Yeah.
You're two very different people
And you're
thrown
living in close quarters.
Yeah.
Yes.
That everyone is very different, so you just got to understand each other.
Yeah, you're not gonna get
but
them all the time.
I think you need a group chat for the flat.
Definitely.
And there will be the passive aggressive. Can whoever's washing up is on the side of the sink, please can you do it? 'Cause,
Oh,
like,
like always that.
but I think the best thing is just to be honest and make sure that the others know that it's not coming from an angry place.
Yeah.
But if you're used to being super, super tidy,
Yeah. But not everybody is super tidy.
just be like, I would quite like this, but I understand if it's...
Yeah.
You just find common ground.
Yeah. It's a
and-
touchy subject, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I
Disagreements,
think
but it happens all the time.
The worst thing that I've seen is where it's something minor has been made into something major.
Oh, that always happens.
Where you've got an issue that's between 2 people where you've now got 10 people per side. Yeah. If you have a problem with something that a student has done, message them directly.
Yes.
Do not put it in the group chat
Yeah.
because things will be taken out of context. You'll get people saying, yeah, but I agree with this person and I don't agree with this person and that was really horrible that you said that and blah, 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 blah. And especially when people are really stressed during deadline time,
Yeah.
you do not need something that is very small taken way out of context. It's so important just to message the person directly.
Definitely.
Particularly because if you have big group chats, it's just not necessary to involve other people
Yeah.
that you don't know or are just going to read the message and be like, okay, cool. Like,
Yeah.
just message them directly. It's
Yeah.
so much easier. But most of the time, just leave it a couple of days and it will pass.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't message when you're angry.
yeah, do not.
No.
Calm.
Yeah. Because
And
then
then-
you might chuck in a typo.
Yeah.
And personally, I don't like that. And so if
Or
I...
a full stop.
Yeah, no, full
Which
stops
we
are
do not
aggressive.
like.
No, full stops are really aggressive. But yeah, no, that's solid advice, I'd say. Yeah. So, final question for you, Anna. I know, how exciting. We've come this far. So, what is your kind of main advice for people living in accommodation?
I think don't put too much pressure on yourself to be someone that will get along with everyone and be liked by everyone.
Yeah.
I think the best advice you can give is be you.
Hey, we love it.
With some
it's-
full
it's
circle,
A little
everybody.
promo slipped in there. I love it very much.
Like Freshers Week, you're out the whole time. Like some people don't go out. Some people that's not
No.
for them.
No.
Yeah.
For me, I
You
did
can't
do
force people.
8 nights out in a row.
That's impressive.
Incredible.
8 nights.
I am
I was proud.
impressed.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed with
I would
myself.
never do that, but I'm impressed.
I loved it.
No, that's lovely.
And you can see why I work at the SU now.
I get
But,
it.
Yeah.
yeah, I think don't put pressure on yourself to not. So say you don't feel comfortable going out that night, don't go out.
Just
don't
don't do
feel
it.
forced by
Yeah, no.
people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's no point.
Stick to you, and
Yeah.
then you're going to make friends that like you for you.
Yeah.
So
That's great advice.
Yeah.
And also, Anna, you have your own podcast, don't you?
yes, I do.
Yeah. Do you want to plug it?
Oh, yeah, sure. I do a podcast called Proximity, which is
great.
Yeah, Liv's been on it.
Liv's been on it.
Where I talk to young people about things that affect them in their lives. It is majority-based theatre and talking about the theatre industry as young creatives, but it's also a lot about mental health and things that matter to young people. So
It's a really great podcast.
thanks.
Anna smashes it, and also I'm on it, which makes it,
Which obviously makes
better.
it great. Yeah.
Yeah, go listen. If you like my voice, go listen to the episode.
Go listen to your voice somewhere
and
else.
just go and listen to Anna because she's great.
Oh,
Excellent,
thanks,
cute.
guys.
Oh, isn't this lovely? So Liv for the final time.
No,
The
this
10th
is so
time.
sad.
Go
I
for
almost
it.
don't want it to end. Okay.
Say it really slowly. Drag it out.
So,
No, don't do that.
so if you want to join the conversation, you can contact us on Instagram at University of Chichester. You can tweet us on Twitter at ChiUni. You can email us studyhere@chi.ac.uk, or you can hashtag us at ChiUni.
Beautiful. It's just lovely every single time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anna, for
That's
coming
all right.
on
Thank
and
you
talking
so
to us about
much.
accommodation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liv, and thank you everybody who's
Thank
listened
you,
to
Jess.
any of these episodes. And yeah,
We
goodbye,
appreciate
everybody.
your support so much.
Always. Thank you so
you.
much. Bye.
Bye.